Hey guys, today I'm going to review The Accident Season by Moïra Fowley-Doyle. I hope I said that name right. Just a quick disclaimer, as always, before I start this review, I received this book through Netgalley in exchange for an honest review, and that is what it is. These are my own opinions and nobody told me to say what I'm going to say. The Accident Season is a standalone that is going to be released on July 2nd. It is a YA contemporary book with mystery, thriller, paranormal elements, and I would recommend it to people that liked We Were Liars and The Ocean at the End of the Lane. Story-wise, I think it comes kind of close when you would combine these two books. Another thing that I want to mention before I start talking about the plot, this book has quite a lot of triggers and I'm going to put all the triggers down in the description that I have personally found. So The Accident Season is about a 17-year-old girl called Kara and her family. Basically every year in October the family has what they call the Accident Season, and that basically means that in every October they just get hurt a lot, they are involved in many accidents, and there has also been death involved, mostly at the end of the month. So it seems like the accident season is something that kind of gets worse towards the end of it. They try to escape the accident season every year by trying to be really careful and, for example, abandoning knives from their household every year, but it doesn't really work. It really kind of seems like fate and they can't really change anything about that. The story of the accident season basically deals with the accident season in general. So we find the family at the start of one accident season, and it also deals with why the accident season happens. But there's also lots of other mysteries to be solved in this book. All in all, I personally gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. I thought that the second half was pretty boring and I couldn't really get into the book, and then the second half was a lot better and I really started liking the book. So it's basically the first half being 2 stars and the second half being 4 stars, which results in 3 stars. What I really loved was that at the beginning it seemed like there were many different plot lines and you didn't really know where the story was going, and in the end I thought that it all came together very nicely. I was so pleasantly surprised with the way that the story ended and how I personally felt like everything was solved that I wanted to be solved. The writing style was extremely strange to me because I felt like there were parts that were incredibly poetic where I really wanted to mark many things, and then there were other parts where I could just roll my eyes at what was written. There were some really strange things that kept popping up and I was just irritated many times, but it was also really nice at some parts, so it was really strange. All in all, I also thought that the whole story was kind of predictable. There were a few things that I did not really guess that were happening in the end, but overall most of the things were quite predictable to me, and it also didn't really feel like anything new. I think that books like The Accident Season are something that is just really in style right now, so you kind of already know the basic feeling and just kind of know where the book is going. I also thought the main protagonist to be kind of annoying sometimes, but that also might be because I'm 5 years older than she is. Probably I thought the exact same things that she thought, but it was for me personally very annoying because there were lots of reoccurring thoughts and I kept thinking that someone was interested in her and someone kept looking at her and someone started saying hi to her and blah. I personally just didn't like it, but as I said, it might be an age thing. But another thing that I loved about the story, and that is basically already my last point, was just that the story was a lot about friendship and family, and this family definitely has quite a hard life and lots of things that they had to get through, but they stuck together really well. It was a really nice story about a family just sticking together even though basically nothing is going right, and I thought that was absolutely beautiful. So I guess I would kind of recommend this book if you like The Ocean at the End of the Lane and We Were Liars. These two books were also books that I personally did not like so much, so I feel like if you enjoyed them you might enjoy them, because I feel like they are very similar in the plot if you would kind of mix them up. I just felt like it wasn't a bad book, but it wasn't really for me, but I was definitely pleasantly surprised with the conclusion of the book. I just thought it was a really nice and short read that I definitely don't regret reading. And that is already all for my review of The Accident Season. I hope you enjoyed watching and I guess I'll see you very soon. Bye!